Hello, everybody. This is Frank Logan speaking, and I want to welcome all of you to the June 2018 edition of Vent Views. This edition is very, very, very special because it is an anniversary. But before I get to it, I would like to once again thank all of you loyal viewers out there who've been watching my show and been commenting on my performances. I really do appreciate it. Well, normally I would get started by doing a little bit of a performance with one of my event stars, Clive and Spiggy and LaRue, but sadly I won't be able to do that, and I'll explain that to you in just a little bit. Folks, this month is a very, very, very special month for me because it is an anniversary. 1 year ago, I did my very first show called Vent Views. It was a show in which I talked about my love for the venting world and how much the venting world has changed my life forever, and how much it has grown into unique expectations, not just for me, but for all of the other vents out there in the in not only here in the U.S. but also around the world. This special edition of Vent Views focuses my attention on the past 12 months since I did the show, and what's what I'm going to be doing moving on forward forward. So normally the show would last roughly around 15-20 minutes, but it's going to be a little bit longer because of this special anniversary edition. I was going to divide it up into two parts, but I decided to go ahead and do it all in one part to try to compensate for everything. But today I want to talk about the success that this show Vent Views has for the past 12 months. It wasn't actually Vent Views wasn't really my idea. I had to give the credit to another person who I will tell you who that person is a little bit later. It all began a long time ago, about a couple of years ago, when I first saw um, a place over in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky called the Vent Haven Museum. That was one of the biggest wonders that I ever wanted to visit. So during that time, I said, "Hey, why don't I go to the Vent Haven Museum?" But a friend of mine told me, in addition to just going to the museum, why don't you go to the Vent Haven Convention? So I said, what do I have to lose? So I went to the Van Haven Convention for the first time last year. And not only did I get a chance to see the museum, but I got a chance to really fulfill, open, to really open my viewpoints towards venting, towards the art form of speaking from the belly. Many of you already know the Latin roots ventrilo and loqui. Venting has always been a key vital element in my life. Well, actually, it's not a major element. It's just an element, nonetheless, that I really enjoy watching and really enjoyed seeing. Vents have always been beyond the expectations of becoming great art forms. I always consider venting as an art form, whether it be painting or acting or whatever. Venting gives a little bit of magic, a little bit of atmosphere, and a little bit of positive entertainment to basically everybody, because I've already seen a whole bunch of people doing it. It was truly a great way to show how much this art form really does need. You know, a long time ago, Darcy Lynn, who, by the way, won America's Got Talent, and a lady who, by the way, I really have to say thank you very much. This lady, believe it or not, though, she said that the venting community needs to continue to grow. And to this day, it has. Many people have started looking at it. Many people have started feeling it. Many people have even started doing it. And of course, me, I've been starting to do it. I've been starting to do venting. We have many people understand, and I do too, that venting is fun. We should definitely have fun with it. We should. Every time when I see a person out there do it, that makes me want to do it. That makes me practice even more. And anytime I see a person out there who is a vent, or who has a relative who's a vent, comment, that makes me want to do it. That makes me want to do it even more. And believe me, the whole entire venting world is going to be as strong as it ever was. It's going to be stronger than anything else. For the past 12 months, I've been talking about it. I've been discussing it. I've been telling everybody that the three P's when it comes to the world of venting: people, person, priorities, puppetry. I'm going to explain to you the priorities part in just a few moments. The venting world has really opened the door for me to love this art form. In a world, and believe it or not though, in a world filled with violence, drugs, and other things that are not good, the venting world gives people and fans like me a chance to really enjoy the purity of the beautiful art form that it is. You know, not too long ago, I wanted to go ahead and stress this out. This right here is a calibration of 12 of almost a year's worth. And by the way, there will be more added to this pretty soon, of people. Now, people who contributed 5 minutes from their busy schedule just to put their picture in there. To this day, I already had a picture of a lady from South Africa, a lady from Canada. I even got a lady from Italy, and a lady from Finland, and a gentleman from England. Yep, that's right. So why do I have this autograph scrapbook? It is to show my appreciation and my love. Every single person that's in this scrapbook is a person who is not only special, but a person who really knows the venting community just like none other, and truly is a unique stature of life. I was going to show you all of the pictures in the scrapbook, but I have to have permission from all of you. So if any of you want me to show you the picture, show everyone the picture that you gave me, please let me know. I really do appreciate it. More on this in just a moment. The show Vent Views has really put together a lot of great, great, great moments. Another great moment that I did was me interacting with the vents itself and telling them how much I appreciate them doing their act, and they appreciate me. It's more than just building building the strength, the unique stature of life, the times that we all go through, and everything. And everything. And one person just recently told me that I'm an excellent vet, so I'll give credit for that. I really do. I will. I'm a little bit nervous, but thank you. But I want to give credit for that. But actually, I felt that by talking about venting, about this art form, about why I love it and why it needs to be stronger than anything else. That is why I did this show. That is why I did Vent Views. And to this day, many of you people out there really like the show. Now, I'm not saying that this show is going to be the most popular show in the world. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that it's going to be everybody's out there going to be watching Vent Views every single month. But at least this show that I'm doing is safer, it's clean, it doesn't have any harsh material, absolutely no language, absolutely no nudity, absolutely nothing. But all I'm talking about is the beautiful art of speaking from the belly. Of course, I had to read so many books, and I had to learn very carefully how to put venting into my life. Of course, there are, of course, a lot of people who know how much they could use their still lip movement to make sure that the venting makes it so easy and convenient. And of course, learning the vent alphabet. Let me give you the vent alphabet for those of you who don't know. That's A D C D E T H G H I J K L N N O P. I'm sorry, that should have been T after O. Q R S T U U U V U U, that's a W, X Y and Z. Now the letters that I'm trying to get used to are B F M P, B F M and P. And V should be the TH, by the way. You know, everybody out there knows that the Vent alphabet, at least I'm trying to learn as very best as I can on that one. But when I practice doing this venting work, when I practice venting, it gives me the strength to continue doing this. And so far, I have not been performing yet. I haven't been performing at church, although some people say, why don't you go ahead and perform at church? Well, I will once I really get the venting worked very well. Even some of my relatives out there agree with me that I should go ahead and continue doing this, and I will. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your generosity and kindness as to not only show me what kind of great venting that you have, but also giving me the encouragement and the strength to continue doing this and to continue supporting venting as very best as I can. Thank you. Like I said before, Vent Views, I actually did not create Vent Views. Vent Views was an idea that was taken from somebody. Now, like I said, I couldn't take all the credit for this program. I want to take this opportunity to give a very special thanks to a Romanian lady who really helped me create Vent Views. Now, she doesn't know about it, but she will. She will. Her name is Krina. And those of you who attended the Vent Haven last year saw her perform. And I did get a chance to see her just a slight brief bit. Krina was a lady who had her own YouTube shows called Sexy Views, in which her friend Sexy Granny did a couple of video spots. And so I figured, why not, if that's how Sexy Granny does it, why can't I create a program in which I talk about this art of venting and start extending it? And that's how Vent Views was born. So, Karina, if you're watching this program, I want to thank you so very much for helping me create Vent Views. And I certainly hope that you'll get an opportunity from your busy schedule to continue watching my shows. And rest assured, I know that it is hard on me and everything. So thank you so much, Karina, for helping me make Vent Views what it is today. Thank you. Also, the success of Vent Views prompted me to do a spin-off show called Figure Focus. Figure Focus is where I interview vent figures to see how their lives are like. In other words, most of you who have been watching my Figure Focus shows notice that I've been interviewing vent figures on one side here. And it was interesting to learn from their previous materials that they had. And of course, there were a lot of people out there who really took time off from their busy schedule just to put Figure Focus into tact. I want to thank Amy Dancer from Australia, Sanjay Moore from India, thank you, Tanya Vito, Sue Johnson, Anitra Lee, Nancy Worcestershire, thank you very much, Nancy, and to some of the other people who really helped make Figure Focus what it is. I'm still looking for one for June of this month. Now, as far as July is concerned, I may have I may have a few live shows. Who knows? But I certainly hope that all of you had an opportunity to watch my figure focus shows, and we and looks like we have another lady out there who wants me to join my Facebook page, so I'll do that in just a moment. But I'll do that in just a moment. But anyway, um, I want to remind everybody, if anybody still wants to be a part of Figure Focus, please please direct message me. Please do that. Hold on just one moment. Just one moment. Could give me a moment. Give me a moment. Let's see here. Okay. Give me a moment here. Hold on just one moment, because I'm very sorry. It's just that this 1 year anniversary has gone like up, down, in and out, and every which way. It's just within the life around the world today and everything. Let's see. Okay. That's very nice. I like that. Okay. Now smell muscles. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go. Let me get back here. I'm very sorry. It's just that one of the up and coming vents wants to join me on number one vent van. I will allow her to do that as soon as I get this video done. So hopefully. Um, so those of you who have done Figure Focus with me, I really do appreciate it. Those of you who haven't, please join me. Okay, please do so. I also want to take this opportunity to thank all of the vents out there who I have chatted with on Messenger. You know, one of the nicest things I like best about Messenger is that I get to communicate with a whole group of vents from all over. And so far to this day, I had a chance to talk to a lady from Italy. I had a chance to talk to a lady from Australia. Well, actually, two ladies from Australia. So far, I have a talk. I did chat with a lady from Canada at one time, and there were a couple of other people out there too as well. And believe it or not, though, I talked about how much I love their work and how much I should continue appreciating them so much. So, anyway, thank you very much to those of you who communicated with me on Messenger, and to some of the vents who have gone on to do other very important things. Thank you so much for at least chatting with me. I certainly hope that your priorities are met, and you can get back to venting whenever you get a chance. You know, that's one of the main key ingredients of the venting world, and that's priorities. If we have something that we have to do that doesn't involve venting, but it's very important for all of us, important to that person, I let them go ahead and do it. If they tell me about it, I let them go ahead and do it. So please keep in mind, though, that's why priorities have to come after the person, because if a person's not feeling too well, I mean, the person's not feeling too well, they can't do any venting work. So I'm more concerned about them getting well. I mean, hey, they got to get well. That's why I say the person first, then the priorities, then the puppetry. Because why? Because if we, I mean, if we have, if Vince out there are trying to take care of their young children and everything, children that they are happy about, I let them take care of it. If they have to take care of paying the bills and everything, let them do that. If they have to tend to their mom or dad or whoever their closest friends are, I let them do that. Do that. If they have to go to work, they have to go to work. Simple as that. See, that is why priorities is one of the main key ingredients in this. And priorities is just one major item when it comes to this art to the art event. I'm not here just to try to push people into doing it. I'm here to try to support this great art form that it is. And I hope that all of you will be able to understand. Folks, before I wrap up my 1 year anniversary of Vet Views, I have a couple of announcements I want to make. First of all, I want to thank all of you for your sympathy over the past couple of months as I struggled through my entire life trying to get things back in order for me. It is hard for me to try to, you know, try to get certain things back into decency because things has been going way downhill ever since my aunt passed away a couple of years ago. And I was hoping that some of the events out there would show me some unique talent to keep me going in practicing doing this. And like I said before, I'm not here to try to be the next Darcy Lynn or the next Terry Fair or next Jeff Durham. I'm just here to enjoy venting and to have fun with it. You know, not too long ago, I received a message from a lady who says that she didn't want me to talk more about venting to her, even though she does do it. I felt kind of sad and sorry, but then I began to realize that she has priorities to partake. And I just did not want to go through basically everything or things that are bad or things that are sort of put themselves together. I have to realize, and this is something that I hope all of you will be able to understand, that I really love the way that all of you do this. I really do. And for me to try to continue to support this, I really want everybody to enjoy this art form. Those of you who are doing it, those of you who are planning on doing it, and those of you who are looking at it, me as a fan, and pretty soon as a vet, I'm still a VIT, a vet in training. We have to understand, and I hope all of you understand, that this art form needs to continue to escalate. But I'm not trying to push all of you guys out there to do this. I'm just asking you to continue doing the very best that you can. And even if you have to take care of your children, even if you have to do your homework, even if you have other things you have to do, I'm asking you to think of the three P's: the person, the priorities, and the puppetry. I have stood by that ever since day one. I want to continue to stand by that. And I hope that all of you, those of you who are watching this program, and those of you who are, are still vents outside and vents inside, please understand this. I really felt that I should address to all of this. And if I did anything to offend all of you in any way possible, it was not meant for me to do that. All I'm trying to do is to support the venting world and to support and to try to encourage a lot of my friends and a lot of their family members and everybody else to keep watching this program, watching venting, and to enjoy the fulfillment of life. That is why when I told everybody, please vote for Darcy Wynn. I told everybody to do that. All of my relatives, all of my friends, I tell them, please vote for Darcy Wynn. And there was a reason for all of that. Because she said she wanted to keep the venting world alive. I agree with her 100%. And that is why I kept my rally flag going. And look what happened. She won the contest, and she won a lot of fans, and that gave her an opportunity to show the entire world what kind of a great talent she really is. We deserve all of that. And to those of you the words that I'm saying, I'm not saying that it is harsh or bad or anything. I'm just saying that I'm trying to support it as very best as I can. And even for me, creating the word ventastic, like vent fantastic, really provides a lot of uplifting for me. And I hope that it'll provide a great uplifting for all of you. So I hope that many of you vents out there will please accept my apology if I offended you. And I hope that all of you will have an opportunity to become friends with me again, so that not only can I support you on your venting work, but also support you on what your priorities are. If you're sick, the best thing I can do is to tell you to get well. If you need prayers or anything, the best thing I can do is pray for you. One person once told me that we're all human beings. Let me tell you, God made human beings. He made human beings for us. And he also created human beings to entertain people. And venting is one of the major reasons why entertainment is still within our hearts today. Thank you. Folks, before I go, I want to let everybody know that I don't know if there's going to be a July 2018 edition of Vent Views, but I'm going to let all of you decide. If any of you have any questions or comments or anything of the sort, please keep them clean. No harsh language, no getting mad at me or anything else. But please send in your questions and comments to me, and I will try to answer them as very best as I can. I don't know if this is going to be the last edition of Vent Views, but I'm hoping that this show will continue, because so far I've only received a lot of not a lot of positive comments, but only a few. But I want to hear from all of you. What do you like about the show? What you don't like about the show, and what needs improvement? And please, nothing harsh, okay? Because I don't want my feelings getting hurt, like what happened about a year ago when I lost a few friends of mine and everything. I hope that all of you will enjoy this 1 year anniversary of Vent Views. I hope that we do it again for another year. And I hope to see mostly all of you at the 2018 Vet Haven Convention in Kentucky. And to those of you who still have not yet who not yet gave me their autograph picture, I'm asking you to please do so whenever you get some time, because every single picture means inspiration for me, means love for me, and means support. It means lifetime support from me from day one. I certainly hope that everything goes great and everything. Last but not least, I have to show you this, because the last time I showed you this, we had a little bit of video difficulties. But you know, when it comes to legendary events, Sherry Lewis has been that. As you can see right here, this is a collection of her work, of her self-titled show, of something that she is giving everybody, and I do mean everybody, a chance to put together to help make venting what it is today. Hold on just a minute, I gotta adjust this picture here. There we go. You know, every day when we start looking at these pictures, when we start feeling how much we really put together through a lot, it's more than just that. Sherry has been a legacy. Edgar Bergen has been a legacy. Paul Winchell has been a legacy. And Vince will always continue to be a legacy. I cherish this for a very good reason. I hope I get enough positive responses to do another Vent View show in July, so I'm hoping for the best. Once again, please leave your comments or questions. I really do appreciate that. And those of you who want to be a part of my next Figure Focus segment, please let me know. And I hope to see all of you again very soon. Thanks for making my 1 year edition of Vent Views a memorable one. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have yourself a good evening.